everyone, welcome to the weekly update this week. As you can see, Chuck is not here again, being very slack. Mr. Chuck Mayer, we all see you, we see you. No, I'm playing. Anyway, so we're gonna get started with the weekly update. I don't have any products to show you right now, so we're gonna go ahead and get started onto the fish. I'm gonna show you the saltwater stuff that I got in today, and then Kevin is gonna show you some of his freshwater fish that we got in today. So let's go take a look. All right, up first, I'm actually going to point out two different residents of this tank. One is the fish in the front, being very showy and flashy. That is actually a female Squareback Anthias. And the other one, who is swimming right up to the camera, oh, you just turned away, but the other one that's showing off a little bit for you is the high fin snapper. So the female Squareback Anthias are around the same size as the males. This one is very large. I have a male actually in the tank with it, but the females don't get such a dark, like a burnt orange and that really stark fuchsia pink. They stay a little bit lighter in color, but they do have those pink lines or purple lines that run from their eyes down the sides of their body all the way to their tail. The female Squarebacks are just the same as the males about what they eat. They're an Anthias, so they will need to eat a few times a day, but I really like the Squarebacks. The high fin snapper, who looks like he's coming right back out. These guys get fairly large, so full grown you will need a very good size aquarium. Snappers in general, when they get big, they can predate on some smaller fish, but as long as you keep him really nicely fed with chunky or at some point monster mix even, he should be a great addition to any tank. He's really a showstopper. Alright, so next up is going to be this small juvenile Foxface that I got in today. So Foxfaces are venomous. They have spines on their dorsal fin and on their anal fin as well, so be careful. But Foxfaces are great additions to any tank. They will actually eat Aptasia, some of it that you have in your tank, but afterwards be very careful because sometimes they've been known to go after some of your softer corals. Typically if they're well fed, you don't have that problem. Foxfaces are a great fish because you can keep them with really docile, peaceful community fish, but you can also put them in more of a predatory, aggressive tank as well. All around, the Foxface is a really colorful and definitely a hard worker and would be a great addition to any tank. So you guys always know that when I have tilefish, I have to show them. Tilefish have become some of my favorite saltwater fish based on the way they swim, their body style, their colorations, and their temperament. So tilefish are some of the most peaceful saltwater fish ever. Right now you're looking at a starky tilefish with the yellow tail and the blue face, and you're also looking at a purple tilefish in the back. Both of them are going to eat the same thing, they act the same way. They can only be kept with very, very peaceful fish. Definitely no semi-aggressives or anything like that. They are stunning, and once they get fully acclimated, they really swim. They add a lot of activity to your tank as well as color. You really can't beat a tilefish's color. I only have these two guys in right now, so make sure that you come get them before they sell out. So this guy right here is a Lamarck's angel. He is actually the safest angel to have if you have coral. Typically these guys have only been known to eat green star polyps. Other than that, these guys are definitely more reef safe than even the coral beauty. If you want to add an angel to your reef tank without really worrying about your coral going missing, a Lamarck's angel is going to be the absolute one that you will want to go with. They're very trustworthy. They do very well. They only get about 6-7 inches in size, so they don't get that big either. So they can even fit in smaller tanks. But the Lamarck's angel is stunning. He's black. He's got those really stark black stripes running down his body. And on his tail fin, you can even see he's got some spot patterns happening. You can see it kind of along his dorsal fin and his anal fin as well. These guys are absolutely gorgeous. They get even more beautiful as they get larger. If you want an angel and a reef tank, the Lamarck's angel is the one for you. So this is the largest Eblei angel that I have seen in person, and it's definitely the largest one that I've ever been able to get in. Eblei angels are absolutely stunning. They have gorgeous orange, like a burnt orange stripes or bands running up and down their bodies. They have a stark black tail with an electric blue highlight around the really nice like crescent shape of his tail. Bright orange eyes, Eebly-eye angels are a great addition. Now, these are not going to be as reef safe as the Lamarck's angel, but these guys I would compare more of a coral beauty. Sometimes they go after coral, sometimes they don't, but for the most part, they're probably going to go after some of it, so probably better for a fish-only system. But Eebly-eye angels are one of my favorite angels just because they're a dwarf angelfish species, so they're only going to get 6-7 inches in size as well. So this guy is only going to get a little bit bigger, but they're absolutely stunning. I mean, I really can't say enough about the Eebly-eye angel. They're very active. They don't hide very often. He's gorgeous. This one's the biggest one that I've ever gotten. He's perfect. Definitely come check out the Eebly-eye angel because you won't be disappointed in his coloration. Alright, so today I got in huge schools of green Chromis and blue reef Chromis. The blue reef Chromis are the darker ones with a really nice scissor tail, and then the green Chromis obviously are the smaller ones that are going to be lime green. Like I said, got in great schools of both today. They are thriving in here, coexisting with different species. Something else you might see in here are pincushion urchins, which I have decorator crabs in here. I have a 6-line wrasse in here, pencil urchins. This is a great example of a community tank. Oh, and my zebra barred gobies. I still have some of those left. But this is a great example of a community tank and how you can put different species together, calm and peaceful, and you can really watch them school. So you get a great example of what your tank could look like at home. So if you want great schooling fish that are bright in color, that are going to stay out and swim around and stay very active, you definitely want to come check out some of the fish that I have in this community tank. Alright guys, so that was some of the saltwater fish that I got in. Those are the highlights, my favorite things that I wanted to show you. But next, you're going to be able to follow Kevin around so that he can show you his favorite freshwater picks from today.
Hi, this is Kevin Walker. I'm the freshwater manager here at Fishy Business. I got a bunch of new arrivals and I'm waiting to show you. This is something unique because I've never seen one before. It's a tiger shovel-nose marmoratus hybrid. First one I've ever had in the store. Really interesting looking fish, and whenever I Google them, he seems to get a lot more color to him as he matures. Plus he's got that tiger pattern to him, which is really awesome. He will eat anything that fits in his mouth, and he does get really big. This guy is another imported catfish I got in. This is a really nice sized little baby red tail catfish that I got. Just like the other one I just showed you, he will also eat anything that fits in his mouth and gets really large. Not a fish for the novice aquarist because he does get really large. We got in some beautiful albino Millenium rainbows, and the males get a bright orange sheen to them. Females still are pretty striking and show up really well in the tank. While I'm on a catfish kick today, I'd like to show you the striped Raphael catfish. They came in really nice size and really good color. A very good catfish for most fast community tanks to semi-aggressive tanks. They don't get super huge, but just like any other catfish, they will eat anything that fits in their mouth, but their mouths are relatively small. Really pretty fish, good for a cameo appearance now and then whenever the lights are off. We got in some really nice looking electric blue Jack Dempseys, not to be confused with the regular Jack Dempsey cichlid, which is highly aggressive in nature. The electric blue jacks are a pretty docile fish actually. Don't know why they're named after a prize-winning fighter, but yeah, it's what it is. But anyway, they do really well in a semi-aggressive tank without any overly rambunctious tank mates. They usually achieve a maximum size of about 6 to 8 inches at the most. We've got in some nice looking Bolivian rams. Bolivian rams are not actually a true ram, though actually it's a big common name being thrown at the fish. They are actually a tiny type of geophagus that doesn't reach past 3 to 4 inches at the maximum size. Really cool little docile cichlid though for any community tank. I've got in something else pretty rare. I've got in true black angels. I got these from a local breeder. All of my angelfish I only get from local breeders, and I don't deal with wholesalers on them because there is a virus that actually impacts only angelfish. So I take care to make sure we get only the healthiest angelfish for you here at Fishy Business. This is another rare find in the store. I came across a local breeder of Flier Cichlids. These are not cichlids you commonly see in the trade. They may not have as robust colors as some of the other types of cichlids, however, after they've been in your tank for a while, they do color up really nicely. They usually have more of a semi-aggressive attitude, usually do well with large barbs and such. We got in some really beautiful half-moon male betas in stock. We got a good selection of colors on the guys. came in looking really nice. We got in some really nice looking sunset thick lip gouramis. These gouramis don't get as big as the gold and the blue counterparts. They're not as aggressive either. They get a little bigger than a regular common dwarf gourami. Same disposition as that of a pearl gourami. They do very well in any community tank. Going along with my catfish theme today, we've got some beautiful Melini Cory catfish in stock. Very good schooling catfish. These came in vibrantly colored and very active and very healthy.
That's it for this week. Thanks for watching the weekly update. This is my new office. It's really fancy. I really love my chair. This is really nice. So definitely come in and check out the fish that I showed you and that Kevin showed you. Again, like we always say, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is where these get posted. Facebook, we are flooding with posts about products and fish and just anything. Right now, we're doing employee spotlights. So make sure that you check Facebook out for that. We also have an Instagram, so make sure that you follow us on Instagram too, because some things get posted there as well. But that's it for this week. God bless, and we'll see you back here at Fishy Business.
So if this is your office, and if this is actually Chuck's office, why do the business cards say Richard Bullard?